Hi, I'm Joey. Today's practice is a restorative style flow designed to help you build compassion. So we'll start with a short heart-centered meditation, and then we'll move into a deeply nourishing slow flow to help you relieve any tension or stress in your body and mind. So we'll get started on our knees, sinking down into your heels. You can also sit cross-legged if that is uncomfortable, whichever feels better for you today. So sinking down into your heels, placing one hand onto your tummy and one hand onto your heart, closing down your eyes. Start by taking 3 deep breaths just in your own time. Noticing as you're inhaling, your belly expands, and as you're exhaling, it draws in. And now as you're breathing, I want you to focus in on your heart. Focusing on that white light around your heart. And start to repeat these mantras, focusing on yourself first. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be free. Just saying these in your head as you're breathing. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be free. And now thinking of someone that you love, maybe a family member or a friend, and the same mantra, may they be safe, may they be happy, may they be free. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be free. And now think of someone that you may be upset with, or you may have had a disagreement with, or maybe someone that's giving you a bit of a hard time, and sending love to them as well. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be free. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be free. And finally, thinking of someone that you barely know. So maybe someone that served your coffee this morning, someone that you saw as you were getting out of your car or leaving your house, and sending love to them. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be free. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be free. Amazing. And feeling all of that love within you. Noticing that love as a white light swirling around your heart. Feeling that energy of love building through your body. Taking a deep breath. And releasing that white light out into the world. And opening your eyes. And releasing your hands. Drawing your arms all the way up to the sky. Big stretch here. And then we're going to move into a child's pose. Now you can either just move into a normal child's pose, so bringing your knees to the edges of the mat, sinking down into your heels, pulling yourself forwards, relaxing your head to the ground. If you do have any cushions or maybe a quilt, or maybe if you do have a bolster, just bringing that in front of you and relaxing down onto that bolster. Just really resting your body all the way down. Sinking into your heels. Allowing your body to fully relax in this moment. We're going to move through this practice with ease and softness. Feeling compassion and love for our own bodies, for ourselves. If you're not already, just bringing a gentle smile to your face. Enjoying this deep, nourishing stretch. This helps to stretch out our hips and our spine. Holding for a few more breaths. And then releasing any cushions or bolsters that you might have, and coming all the way back into a child's pose. So you're sinking down to the mat now. And bringing your fingertips up, so you're coming onto your fingertips. And then we're going to move into a twisted child. So you're just drawing your arms and your fingers all the way to the right side and then sinking down again. You'll notice a deep, amazing, nourishing stretch through the left side of your torso. I love this pose. This is an amazing pose to do when you wake up in the morning. And then drawing yourself back to center, so just gently walking your fingers and then walking them all the way to the left side. And to intensify this, you can actually bring your right hand over the top of your left. And again, you'll feel that deep stretch through the side of your body. Just enjoy how that feels through your body. And then as you inhale, coming back to the center, finding child's pose again. And as you inhale, pushing yourself up to a tabletop pose, just holding here for a breath. And then pushing back to downward dog. So tucking your toes under, drawing your hips all the way to the sky. Taking a moment just to pedal out through your legs. Warming up your body. Noticing how your body feels as your breath moves around. And then finding stillness in the pose. Lifting your right leg to the sky. And we're just going to step on the outside of your right hand, dropping that back knee down. And just either holding here, this is quite a deep stretch for the hips. So holding here, you can come down to your forearms if you want to intensify. And then you can also come onto the knife edge of your foot. Just relaxing into the pose. Sinking down into the earth, knowing that you are supported. Relaxing your head down. If you do want to intensify here, coming back onto your hands, you can lift up the back foot, moving round to the right and just pulling that foot in towards your glutes. Looking out towards your foot or the back of the room and really pushing that front knee open. Obviously just working to your own body so that if this is uncomfortable, just staying in the previous position. And then dropping that back foot down if you do have hold of it. Coming onto your hands. And then we're just going to step back to downward dog. Pushing your hips back to the sky. Taking a breath. And then lifting your left leg to the sky this time. Stepping on the outside of your left hand, dropping that back knee down. And then again, either staying here onto your hands or coming down onto your forearms if you find that comfortable. It is a deep stretch, but it's a really nourishing stretch that's amazing for your body. We quite often release emotions in these deep stretches. And it's perfectly normal, perfectly natural for your body to do so. Remember, always working with your body and what feels good for you. Again, if you did want to intensify, you can just draw that back foot off the ground, twisting to the left this time and drawing that foot in towards you, opening out through your chest, trying not to collapse down towards the ground. And pushing that left leg or knee outwards. And feeling soft, feeling ease. Dropping that back foot back to the ground if you do have hold of it. Bringing your hands back to the front and then stepping back to downward dog. Taking a breath here. And then pulling yourself forwards into a high plank, looking slightly forwards. Dropping your knees to the ground, and we're going to pull all the way down to the ground. Moving into a Sphinx pose. So your arms are at a 90-degree angle, so you'll notice here. Placing both of your palms onto the ground. Your shoulders, or your elbows are about shoulder width apart. Placing your hands into the ground and pushing your chest open towards the sky. So your heart is open towards the sky, just relaxing through your legs. And you might want to close down your eyes. And then coming all the way down to the ground, dropping one cheek on the ground, just sinking into the earth, relaxing here. And on your next inhale, moving back to Sphinx. Pushing up, opening through your chest. Deep breath in and out. And then coming back to the ground, placing the opposite cheek onto the earth, relaxing down, sinking down. Coming back to center, Coming into Sphinx, but this time you're going to push into your hands and moving into seal pose. So your legs stay where they are, your legs are relaxed. Pushing into your hands, opening out through your chest, and you'll feel that back bend. Breathing in, enjoying that nourishing breath. Holding here. And then releasing back to Sphinx and coming all the way to the ground. Closing your eyes. This time we're going to sit all the way up. We're going to move into a wide-legged forward fold, but we're going to use a cushion if you have one, or a bolster if you have one. So I'm very tight when I do this, so I'm very tight in my hamstrings and my adductors. So what I'm going to do is use this bolster to lean myself down onto. So you want to get your legs as wide as you can, your toes are pointing towards the sky, and then you're just folding forwards from the hips. So you'll notice that I can get to about here. I can't go much further. So I'm just going to use this bolster or a pillow, any cushions that you have, just to rest down onto. And making sure you're folding from the hips, not your lower back. If this is uncomfortable in any way, just find a position that works for you. And you can have your legs slightly further in if that's more comfy, but just sinking down into that cushion or anything that you have that you can use. And now releasing yourself from that pose, moving the bolster or cushion, whatever you've got, out of the way. Bringing your legs back in towards each other and moving your way all the way onto your mat. Actually, we're going to move into downward dog. So just pushing back to downward dog, lifting your right leg to the sky, bending through your knee, opening out your hip, and then we're going to move into a half pigeon. So you're drawing your right knee to where your right wrist is, and then sinking down onto that bottom, or that back knee. And then just folding yourself forwards to the ground, folding at your hips. Now again here, if you do have a cushion or a bolster you want to use, you can use that as well. So you could just bring that in front of you and fold over that cushion, just relaxing your head down, sinking down. This is another really deep stretch for the hips, and we store all of our emotions in our hips. So whenever we're stressed or anxious or worried, you'll notice that your hips will become tighter. So this is such a great stretch to release any tension in the hips, and also to release any emotions that are pent. Taking a final breath here. And then bringing your chest back up to the sky. Just moving that bolster out of the way if you have one. Releasing the front leg, pushing back to downward dog. This time lifting your left leg to the sky, bending through your knee, opening out through your hip, and then moving into half pigeon. So you're bringing that left knee to your left wrist, releasing that back knee to the ground. And again, if you'd like to use a bolster here, just grab hold of that or a cushion and folding forwards from your hips towards the ground. Now remembering here that everyone's body is different, so if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can also place a block underneath your back thigh, if that's comfortable for you. And you can also sit upright if that feels more comfortable, but try and relax down if you can. And just, if it's more comfortable, you can just build more cushions higher. And then the next inhale, just gradually moving your chest up to the sky, moving any blocks or bolsters you've got out of the way, all the way onto your back. Sinking down into the earth, giving yourself a big hug, drawing your knees into your chest. You might want to massage out your lower back, rolling from side to side. And then releasing your legs into Shavasana. Sinking down into the earth, closing down the eyes. And taking a moment of peace.